The Turba Philosophorum, Assembly of the Philosophers, by Arthur Waite. Narrated by Matthew Schmitz. Dictums 1 through 10. The Epistle of Archelaus, prefixed to the words of the sages concerning the purport of this book for the benefit of posterity, and the same being as here follows. Archelaus, begotten of Pythagoras, a disciple of the disciples by the grace of thrice great Hermes, learning from the seat of knowledge, unto all who come after, wisheth health and mercy. I testify that my master Pythagoras, the Italian, master of the wise and chief of the prophets, had a greater gift of God and of wisdom than was granted to any one after Hermes. Therefore he had a mind to assemble his disciples, who were now greatly increased, and had been constituted the chief persons throughout all regions for the discussion of this most precious art, that their words might be a foundation for posterity. He then commanded Anaximander of the highest council to be the first speaker, who said, The first dictum. Anaximander saith, I testify that the beginning of all things is a certain nature, which is perpetual, co-equaling all things, and that the visible natures, with their births and decay, are times wherein the ends to which that nature brings them are beheld and summoned. Now I instruct you that the stars are igneous, and are kept within bounds by the air. If the humidity and density of the air did not exist to separate the flames of the sun from living things, then the sun would consume all creatures. But God has provided the separating air, lest that which he has created should be burnt up. Do you not observe that the sun, when it rises in the heaven, overcomes the air by its heat, and that the warmth penetrates from the upper to the lower parts of the air? If, then, the air did not presently breathe forth those winds whereby creatures are generated, the sun, by its heat, would certainly destroy all that lives. But the sun is kept in check by the air, which thus conquers because it unites the heat of the sun to its own heat, and the humidity of water to its own humidity. Have you not remarked how tenuous water is drawn up into the air by the action of the heat of the sun, which thus helps the water against itself? If the water did not nourish the air by such tenuous moisture, assuredly the sun would overcome the air. The fire, therefore, extracts moisture from the water, by means of which the air conquers the fire itself. Thus fire and water are enemies between which there is no consanguinity, for the fire is hot and dry, but the water is cold and moist. The air, which is warm and moist, joins these.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?